The WNBA is playing with fire, and Commissioner Cathy Engelbert, she's practically daring the players to walk away. This is more than drama. This financially struggling league finally has a sliver of mainstream attention, and they're treating their stars like they're replaceable, when they are quite literally the product the WNBA is selling. Souring this relationship is not the answer, because the WNBA might be losing everything they just gained, and the players have already started building their escape routes. Here's the thing about respect. It doesn't matter if you're a WNBA fan or not. You've probably been an employee at some point. A disrespected employee will have wandering eyes. That's just human nature. For years, WNBA players have had nowhere to go except overseas. Russia, Turkey, China, places where they've made more money than in the league that was supposed to be their dream. And then something changed. The unexpected boom in women's basketball attention gave the players something they never had before. Leverage. Real leverage. The fans, they showed up for the players, not the WNBA brand, not the commissioner, the players themselves. And when you have the attention of the fans, you have options. So what's the actual fight here, and why does it seem like it's getting worse instead of resolved? First, we've got Commissioner Cathy Engelbert on one side, and Fee, the VP of the WNBPA, that's the Players Association, on the other side.
The real threat to our league isn't money. It isn't ratings, or even missed calls, or even physical play. It's the lack of accountability from the league office. Whether the league cares about the health of the players is one thing. To also not care about the product we put on the floor is truly self-sabotage. They ignore the issues that everyone inside the game is begging to be fixed. That is negligence.
This isn't a friendly disagreement. This is a war over the future of the league. And Fee has the backing of so many players when she says they've had these problems with the league for years. Referees. The officiating has been wildly inconsistent, and when players speak up, they get fined or ignored. You have coaches like Cheryl Reeve who are literally putting their job and reputation on the line, going after referees just because of how strongly they feel about it this year. And that's been bubbling up. This isn't just right now. This has been bubbling up over the years, especially the last 2 to 3 years. The player appreciation. They just got charter flights right around the time Caitlin Clark got into the league. They've been going back and forth on benefits. All of the teams don't even have training and recovering facilities. There's this level of disrespect that's just allowed from the WNBA fans, or rather fake fans, that rarely gets attention or acknowledged from the league itself. And the big one straight from the players themselves. League office accountability. When the league doesn't protect the integrity of the game, when they don't stand up for their players, they're sending a very clear message. And it's pretty much, we don't care. And the problem is, if you don't care about your players, then you don't care about your product, because they are the product. So here's where it gets interesting. The players aren't just complaining, they're building alternatives. Enter something like Unrivaled, a 3-on-3 league created by players for players. It's not trying to replace the WNBA in viewership, but it's directly challenging them where it matters the most, giving the players better treatment, better pay, and a reason to stay stateside during the offseason. And then you have something like Athletes Unlimited, another player-focused option trying to be an alternative path to the W or keep the dream alive for those who didn't make it. Both leagues want to be some form of G League for women's basketball, and they can't really find the sweet spot yet. And the key word is yet, because if they work with the WNBA, then these leagues are not alternatives. They're complementary leagues to the WNBA. And here's something I find the most interesting. John Skipper. This guy's the former ESPN president. He's invested in Unrivaled. He also has ownership stakes in WNBA teams and maintains a close relationship with ESPN. This guy is hedging his bets, and that should tell you everything about where smart money thinks this is going. Even behind the scenes, they know Unrivaled has motion. They know these alternative leagues have the opportunity to do something big and make big disruptions if enough players start believing in them. And it's pretty easy to do that if you start losing faith in the WNBA.
We don't have arenas. We don't have big office running the league. We don't have but 40 some players. We're not paying for 15 players. We're paying for 6 teams. So the WNBA collective bargaining agreement has to follow the same rules we followed, which is they have to look at their business and figure out what is a reasonable amount of that money to pay your players.
So here's the nuclear question that should be keeping Cathy Engelbert up at night. How many players would it take to forego the WNBA and play an Unrivaled or something like Athletes Unlimited full time? A league MVP who says, I'm done with this disrespect? One NCAA superstar who decides to skip the draft entirely? A group of underpaid rookies who realize they can make better money and get better treatment elsewhere? Again, we're not talking about replacing the WNBA overnight, but we are somehow talking about watering down the talent pool. And in a league that just started getting mainstream attention, that could be catastrophic. Remember, the current collective bargaining agreement ends in October of 2025. And as of right now, that's in about a month. The clock is ticking. The league and the players are obviously miles apart on an actual agreement, which is probably actually the most disheartening. A league and its players have a symbiotic relationship. They depend on each other. But right now, while the WNBA is showing this level of disrespect, players are actively asking themselves, where else can I have a platform? And here's the wild truth. The best platform is the WNBA. It has the history, the infrastructure, the TV deals, the visibility, but all of that means nothing if the players stop caring. If the players stop caring, the product gets worse. If the product gets worse, the fans leave. If fans leave, sponsors disappear. And then everyone, literally everyone, is ass out. The WNBA is finally having its moment. You have players like Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and Paige Beckers bringing in viewers the league could never find on their own. A'ja Wilson just earned her 4th MVP, the first time that's done in the history of the league. You've got Napheesa Collier playing an MVP level season. Players like Alyssa Thomas bringing back fan eyes that like the all-around play, a triple-double machine, bringing integrity to the play in the WNBA. This should be the league's golden age. Instead, they're in this goofy standoff with the very people who made this moment possible. So what could possibly happen next? Honestly, it's anybody's guess, but we're definitely about to find out. These CBA negotiations are about to come to a head very quickly. So will the WNBA wake up and give their players the respect and resources they deserve? Or will we see these players fragment off to these entertainment leagues in their earliest of stages? The commissioner is betting that players need the WNBA more than the WNBA needs an individual player. The players are betting that their platforms are portable. And I honestly don't know if both of them can be right. And at this point, they're basically just seeing who blinks first. So what do we think? Is something like Unrivaled big enough to give Feud the motion to talk to the commissioner like this? Should the league realize the players are recognizing their value and come to the table with real respectable numbers? Or will this be one of the wildest moments in WNBA history?
We go to battle every day to protect a shield that doesn't value us. The league has made it clear it isn't about innovation, it isn't about collaboration, it's about control and power. We serve a league that has shown they think championship coaches and Hall of Fame players are dispensable, and that's fine, it's professional sports. But I will not stand quietly by and allow different standards to be applied at the league level. Thank you.
I'm very appreciative that we have people like Fee in our committee of our Players Association representing us, because that's where we're going to have to continue to make the push to stand on what we believe in. And I'm grateful to have those type of people be able to continue to speak up for us. And I'm gonna ride with Fee always. We got to continue to stand on business as we talk about this CBA negotiation.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, players.